one setup right here, like a big old human wrecking ball, and make it down the line just fine, with the exception of stopping. So your least favorite family member might go in front of that one. And that's the summary of the gear that you're wearing today.
Okay.
Ben?
As we go across the property today, folks, we're going to go back and forth across until almost the valley floor, where we're going to get on an ATV. You just saw one pull in a second ago. We'll take that from the bottom of the property up to the top in a couple of trips to get us to the top of the property to finish off on 6. At the end of 2 of our lines, line 3 and line 6, we're going to have something called a True Blue. It's an auto blade device. We're going to hook you to your harness. At the end of 3 and the end of 6, we do not have steps. So what's going to happen is we're all going to be on the platform until everybody gets finished, and then Kurt will go first, and he'll show us how it is. We'll have you step to the edge of the platform and then step off the platform, and it will lower you down to the ground. All right. After the very first line, we'll be able to show you that so you see what to expect before you actually have to be on it. But yes, line 3 and line 6, that is the only way off the platform. In between each platform, we are going to have a short stint of a hike. The hike up the hill here will be the hardest you will encounter. But if you see the platform over here, that's about as far as you'll have to hike in between each line. So if you will just kind of look where you're stepping. We're on the side of the hillside here. There is things to trip on, sticks, rocks, and stumps. If your lanyards are starting to be tripped on, you can take them and put them over your shoulder. Hold them like that as you're hiking. Makes it much easier on everybody, all right? Perfect. Tell you a little bit about our braking systems that we have here today, folks. The very first system is the one sitting here beside me. It's called the Cloud. It's going to be on our 3 shorter lines that we have. The first line, the 4th, and the 5th. It's operated by myself. I'll be at the end of each line that we're on, stopping you and pulling you in. With that being the case, the object for me is when you get close is to time it to make it a seamless transition, and then I'll slow you down with the friction of my hand, all right? It's going to be on our 3 shorter, softer lines that I can time you on. On our 3 longer, bigger lines, number 2, number 3, and number 6, we're going to have something called a zip stop. It's a mechanical braking system. With that being the case, it will not have any clue that you're coming. So when you are in your harness, you can sit in your harness, and your harness will stay, it will hold you up. You've got a set of handlebars that I don't have. The handlebars are to keep you going straight. You can see you don't have to hold your body weight up. The harness is going to hold you up, all right? You can hold the handlebars that there, keep going straight. On those 3 harder lines, number 2, 3, and 6, we will remind you beforehand. We're going to ask you to hold the handlebars, come in straight, hold your head off to either side, and lean back. The head off to either side is to keep you from smacking your face on your carabiners, trolley, handlebars, and so forth. The leaning back part is so when you do hit the brake, it's going to be a little abrupt. We want you to have that space so you can a pendulum under here, and if you lean back, you got that extra space that you can take that abruption out of. Kurt will remind you before each of those lines to make sure you do have a heads up.
We keep our hands on the handlebars at the end of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And on the bigger lines, you're not going to make it all the way to the platform. You've got a hook on the top of your trolley. It's going to hook into the front of the zip stop itself, and I will pull you in. Maybe 5 feet from me, you may be 25 feet from me. Don't matter how far, I'll pull you in from that point, all right? On our 3 shorter, softer lines, the 1st and the 4th and the 5th, we are going to ask you when you come in not to take your feet and smack them into the platform. I am...
Cowabunga!